tension, releasing class. Sound good? All right, I think we could all use a little bit of that. Welcome, ladies. So today we're going to start a bit non-traditionally for yoga, if you don't mind. We will begin class standing. I love a good standing class to start because you get so much energy buzzing around. Bear with me while I get a great playlist on. Okay, ladies, let's begin. So we're going to take our feet just a little bit wider than our hips width distance and soften into our knees, just giving a little sway side to side. Loosening up the hands, shrugging the shoulders, bending the elbows, and just getting looser in the upper body. And yes, that's exactly where we're going. So we're going to lift our left heel and swing right. Lift our right heel and swing left. Eyes will be down. And while we swing here, moving into our low backs, let's connect with our breath. So we're moving much more quickly than our breath will flow, hopefully. Breathing in for a couple or a few swings. And breathing out for a couple or a few swings. So if you can give yourself a little thump with your arms, that's a really good sign. Let them kind of smack around your body because that means we got really loose in them. Using our core here to twist and letting the rest of our body just kind of loosen up and flowing around. Our eyes are down to establish a soft curve in our neck. Moving along this circle that our fingertips are tracing. We're going to take a few more. Now option, I know you'll come off your mats, but if you want, you can widen your feet and take this into a little lunge for some leg warming. If you tend to get dizzy, we're going to keep eyes forward and swing. Just about 4 more breaths here, getting a little warm. You might feel some energy buzzing to the fingertips now. Try 2 more. Clearing breaths if you enjoy that. Big open mouth sighs of exhalation. Last big breath in and out. Now the slowing down is hard, so we're just going to let it naturally happen. Slow down, come to a still pause for a moment. Woo, feels funny. I love that feeling. Arms rise, fingertips lift overhead. Lift straight like an arrow, pushing palms and lifting out of your lower half. Lifting through your heels, spread the balls of your feet and your toes. Hanging here in stillness for just a moment. Starting to be the boss of our balance today. And as you exhale, heels fall. Right arm wraps around low back, left hand to right shoulder. Soften the knees and twist to the right, but just from navel on up. Knees and hip points stay forward. I love this little hand assist on the shoulder because you can really open the head of your shoulder away from your chest. Back to center, big press to the sky, a little arrow stance here. Exhale, left arm around low back, right hand, left shoulder head, push it open. Soften knees, sink down a bit and twist in opposing directions. 1 more softening breath in. As you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, re-rise, arrow. Exhale, float on down to halfway. Let's keep our arms wide like wings. Widen our feet outside our hips width distance and tuck chin to chest. A few rotations here. Left fingers come to hover. You can touch them down if you need to. Twisting right arm and eyes skywards. If that feels okay on your neck, eyes can stay down. Right back to center. Let's lift between our shoulder blades here. Squeeze them together. Backs of hands float to sky. Release fingers and then twist again. Right fingers hover this time. Left arm rises. Okay, moving a bit quicker here. Back to center. Squeeze the blades together. Back of hands float. Twist to the right. Let's inhale to twist. Exhale, center squeeze. Inhale, twist left. Exhale, center, squeeze the blades, float higher, these last 2. Inhale, exhale. 1 more big breath in, eye gaze somewhere new. Exhale, last squeeze. Fingertips fall to the floor, full forward fold. Let your neck hang, and before we stretch it, we're just gonna shake it and let it loosen up. Similar to what we did with our swing and wrap, just really softly shaking your head no. Take a big, beautiful breath in. Soften your jaw. And as you begin to nod your head yes, just really slow, dangling shake. Still in our heads, big breath in. And as you exhale, roll to rise. We're gonna take a few neck stretches. Let's take our fingertips behind our ears, tap our elbows together, pull down through the neck, round into an angry cat, and then press back into cow. So tail will poke back, head will poke back, opening front of throat. Exhale, opening back of neck, elbows tap towards the navel we go, around the entire spine. Inhale, lift. Twice more like this. Big breath in. Full breath out. I like to bend knees and really get into a little ball here. Okay, so a bit more safety for our neck stretching. Let's take another round of this modified cat-cow. Inhale. And then we'll clasp our hands behind our low back, spread wide, right thumb on top. So before we stretch our neck, we'll take a double chin. So pull your neck back. Yep. Once we get the double chin, then we'll drop our ear towards our right shoulder. A little safer here. We aligned our spine before we stretched our neck. Back to center, pull into double chin, drop to the left. Let's try that a few more ways. So really stretch your arms behind you, opening your chest. Come back to center, double chin. We're gonna drop ear, but then drop chin towards collarbone. Coming back to center, keep stretching away with the chest, double chin. Ear to left shoulder. So only time we like double chins. Chin towards left collarbone, big breath. Come on back to center and switch your interlace, please. Left thumb on top, really press away. If it bothers your elbows, you can always pull forearms. Eye gaze, pull double chin, and then eye gaze looks to the right. One more round, big breath in, double chin. Look to the left shoulder. All right, let's get some baby shoulder circles going on. Come back to the center, roll a little bit through the shoulders. And each time you roll down, push down. Really lengthening. I like a big squeezy shrug and then a whoosh, push down. Switch your direction. We'll make them bigger in just a sec. Small is good to start. Just checking in, easy in the edges here, smooth and tight. One more circle forward. Awkward leg gets an extra one. And then lift your left arm. As you sweep it back, back stroke, look to the right as far as you can away from left fingers. Right arm can be anywhere. I definitely encourage you to open your fingers, give them a little wiggle. Webbing wide so we can energize. Let's hold back, yogis. Reach your left fingers out, look to the right, feel that little pull. Envision a comb or like gua sha, pushing the tension out of your neck and shoulder. Slow back to center. Oh, sometimes that's a big one and you need a little like palpation here. Yeah, when it feels all good, let's start back stroking with the right arm and then gently gaze to the left. We'll try to deepen this as we intensify these circles. Super wide with left fingers. That feels so good. Keep your eye gaze moving away. One more, we hold back here. Really push your fingers to the right, pull your neck to the left. Oh, you feel that? As soon as you get that little tension there, think about honing it. One more big breath out. Back to center. So if it felt like a lot, take your fingers like you're rapidly playing piano keys and press around back there. Ooh, that's so much better. Okay, arms rise. Let's get moving and grooving, ladies. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, big breath in. Exhale, from the floor we twist, left hand to right calf. Inhale, open, bend your left knee really big. If your neck and shoulders are ever bothering you, instead of reaching, wrap around your low back. Come on back to the floor. Right hand to the left calf, right knee bends, left arm rises or wraps. A beautiful breath into your yoga. Release, forward fold. Huge step back with your right leg. And as soon as you wiggle your foot back, let's take a few pulses to get drippy and heavy in our hips. You could be circling your hips, swaying, moving forward and back to the side. How to ease in. Oh, this feels good. I want to stay forever. When you're ready, yogis, come back to a static lunge and lift your left arm. Eye gaze up or down. For troublesome necks, I always recommend eyes down. Okay, squeeze your inner thighs together because we're opening our twist. Left arm circles down, right arm rises. Don't do a cartwheel on me here. Squeeze your inner thighs. You'll be good. Beautiful. Top arm releases. Tabletop. As we find table, let's stack joints to start, but then widen our knees just a smidge. Tops of feet fall flat and right arm rises. big open twist. Let's stay for a sec. Love to use left hand to really push open here. Threading your needle. Right arm comes under. And we're going to take the left arm around the low back for sure. Using forearm to push into the low back and up towards your tailbone. For more intensity in the right shoulder stretch, we look forward towards the top of our mats. Feeling like your throat could land on your upper arm is about where you want to be. Just soften your eye gaze. Those are your eyebrows. Relax down from your hairline. One more big breath in. Ooh, that feels good. Breathing into where we feel sensational. And then releasing left fingers. Use them as a little crutch to rise. Keep twisting open. Right arm rises high here. Back to tabletop into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. If you like to crouch like me for ankles, you can definitely crouch before you rise. Maybe swing your knees side to side. Feel your Achilles begin to stretch. And find your big old dog when you're ready. Walking around a bit on your mat, doing all of the things that really feel lovely to you. I like to get a good hip sway side to side. And if you get really big into your sway, you can feel the tug through the bottom of your shoulder blades. So good. All right, we're going to twist again, my friends. So let's widen our feet as wide as the edges of our mat and step one footprint at least closer to your thumbs. Draw your navel in, take your right hand and reach it for the outer left calf. Really holding here tight, peek under your left armpit. Staying in that twist and breathing into the sensation of the right shoulder blade. Yes, love that twist. Come on undone when you're ready. Linger whatever you enjoy. Left hand does the same, right under belly. If you need to bend your knee to capture your right leg, that's always a good option. Re-straighten to intensify your twist. Hey there, right armpit. Big breath in. Stay or come out with me. Regular down dog. We're going to have to take a step or two back and in. Finding our way here. Roll forward when you're ready. Big inhale to plank. We're twisting today, yes? Okay, so if you need knees down, you do. But we're going to drop the hips to the left. A little twist to the side, center. Drop the hips to the right, center. So keep moving. But if you need an option, knees would be down. When you twist, you've got to kick that leg behind your knee. So I'm modifying and showing you if you need the option, just to stay safe in your knees and your low back with this option. We're going to take one more each way. And when you're ready, find plank through chaturanga. Knees can come down. Heart opens, we slide to the floor. More twisties. Bring your arms like a goalpost. Walk your toes way, way, way far back. Right fingertips 10. Just peek that your left elbow is outside of your shoulder. And when you're ready, right leg rises. We roll around the corner. Might feel extremely tight early in the morning like this. Left ear can hover or you can rest it. I always try the resting and it feels super awkward to me. So I hover mine. Going for one more big breath in. All right, my friends, we're coming into shoelace, just a quick shoelace. So as we let our bodies come back to melting into prone, right arm threads over our chest, straight from the front. Left arm comes over the top. Now take your fingers like spiders, walk, walk, walk the best you can. And if it's not intense at all in your shoulders, you're gonna take your tucked toes and scoop. It really smushes your chest, so I don't love this option. It feels good enough for me as I lay back. We're gonna try to rest our chins over the left shoulder. Take another big breath in. And on your next inhalation, let's rise our chins and our throats. Slowly start to bring the left arm to a forearm, right arm to a forearm. And then come back to your goalpost. You might need to shimmy your shoulders down. That's a toughie. Oh, I know. So big. All right, let's go the other way, ladies. Left fingers down, left toes poke to sky. Making sure that our right elbow is just outside our right shoulder for safety. Feeling that pec stretch opening. Taking another big breath or two in. Yep, got it. And roll into the right side. Yes. That's a great noise. Let me know you got it. I know. This is one of those. Yeah. Well, this is one of those stretches that, like, I just feel like it can never get looser. So our right arm in front this time. Go in with the left arm closest to chest. Right arm in front and take your fingers, wiggle them out if there's space. It's always quite awkward to try to wiggle out. You know you can tuck your toes and scooch forward. Is that the same one you already did? I swear I just heard like a really big dog bark. Did you hear that a second ago? Okay, I was like, was that just me? All right, rest your chin down over the top arm. Look at ourselves, right?
Like the first time.
Yeah, I thought so. Right arm on top. That looks good. Jackie, you good at home? I have a big breath. Feels good to laugh. It feels good to smile. I love the lightness of a good yoga practice. When you're ready, lift your chin. You're welcome to stay, especially if it took you a sec to get here. Come out with the right arm first, then the left. But you need to give yourself a little wiggle. We're going to give our chest plenty of space. Don't worry. Ease back to child's pose. Stretch out overhead, like pulling at the ground to really open energy up under the armpits. From fingers down to your hip bones. And when you rise, let's stand on our shins. You can have toes tucked or untucked. Big open chest stretch, like fingertips are infinitely long as we stretch out. From here, swivel to the right, big twist. Swiveling to the left, inhale in one direction. Exhale in the other. Come back to the center, rise arms overhead. If this feels good, right arm reaches back, left arm rises. Just a hovering camel here. Sweep right arm to sky. Left arm falls, right arm rises, eyes are looking wherever it feels really good. Reach the left arm skywards again, have a seat on your heels. Right fingers come back. We're gonna try to lift our hips and get a little twist over to the right side. Oh, I love this one. Do we wanna cradle our skulls, hands to the back of your skull, press in, and if you do, you'll feel a stretch through your pecs again and your shoulders. Quads, yes, baby, feeling those thighs stretch out. Hips back down, switch arms, left fingers behind, right arm rises. Lift your buns, squeeze them to rise, and then open your hips with that bun squeeze. Optionally cradling our heads because we all need a little extra loving and hugging in our lives. Push back into your cradle. Press your right elbow away from your heart space, breathe in. Exhale, release it all, child's pose, come forward. Ooh, that feels good. Stretch out your back, give a little wiggle. Move as it feels good. Tucking toes, possibly a crouch. Up to dog when you're ready. Give yourself a shimmy around to loosen up all those big stretchies we just did. Right leg rises, inhaling as you go. Heel towards buns, fan your knee open. Decide if you want to open more and look under your right armpit. That was a weird emphasis, wasn't it? Looking forward towards your thumbs, three-legged dog. Step in between your thumbs. Have a second to relax. Get into your hips. Oh, into your pelvis. Calves on the left leg. Just ease around, down and in. Ooh, sweet. Twisting when you're ready. Left fingers down, right arm rises. Big, beautiful eye gaze up to enhance the openness in your chest here. Give a loving squeeze to your inner thighs. We're going to keep them rock solid. Right fingers to the outside of baby toe. Open twist. Squeezing inner thighs so we don't do a little cartwheel here. Top arm falls. Fingertips circle down. Rocking to step forward. Take a big, beautiful stretch in your fold. Let your head hang. Shake anytime you want. Cross left ankle behind right foot. Pushing both big toes down. Cross-legged forward fold. Using the support of the floor, you can use your shins or any accessories that build your floor up to make it more accessible. Uncrossed, feet parallel, right foot steps behind, big toes push down. That's important so that we stretch fully side to side across the backs of our legs. Up, there's that dog again. Release your head, uncross your legs, and roll to rise. Big, beautiful breath skywards. Taking our time to lengthen the spine. Big twist to the right. Open arms this time. Lifting your right knee in this twist. Seeing if you'd like to stay with the open, I love to call it like I'm running into a bear hug chest opener. Or left hand to the outside of your right knee. Little extra swivel ability. That's my new word for Merriam-Webster, swivel ability. Come on back forward, sweep arms to the sky. Release your right knee, swivel to the left, open wide, big bear hug. Left knee rises, keep breathing. We're gonna lift from our inner thighs every time we lift the knees so our hips stay square. Option to add the twist with the right hand, a little grip. Big difference. One more big breath in. We're gonna swivel out on our exhale. Back to center we go. Revisit if you took a tumble. Down we go, sweep arms to the sky. Tip to the right, but step your left leg behind. Big curtsy now for this cross. Have a moment if you'd like to bend in. We want to feel sensation in our right outer hip. This is what we're looking for. So you might need to bend or move a certain way. I don't really feel it too much when I stand tall, but if I bend, I can really kick that hip out. One more breath. Exhale, back to center, tip to the left. You can stay or add with us, curtsy. Figure out how to feel the left outer hip. That is so good. I love that little bend. If you kick your hip out, ooh, the stretch is amazing. Let's stay for another inhale. Come on back as you exhale. Sweep arms to the sky again. Swivel them all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fall. Left leg steps back. Ladies, we're moving on. Let's go for pyramid this time. Straightening our right knees. Squeezing our hips. What happens when we squeeze our inner thighs together? Hopefully feeling a squaring, left hip point coming forward to right big toe. Soften your right knee just a smidge. Left hand stays where it is. Right arm to your right hip. Eye gaze to the right. Twist with a really big stretch skywards if it feels good. Eye gaze can always stay down. Remember, cranky necks like to look down. Top arm falls, squeeze your inner thighs. Here comes the scaly one. Right fingers down, squeeze your inner thighs again. Left arm open, slow and steady. Give it a merry little wiggle. Give me some jazz fingers up there once you arrive to celebrate and to relax your fingertips. Top fingers fall. Take another pyramid breath. Exhale, sink low in your lunge. Take a wiggle if you need it. Push back to dog when you're ready. Ooh, that feels nice. Give a little pedal, press and pull through your knees and your heels. And then we're doing a slightly different twist this round. So, pardon my French, it's kind of crude, but it's like the best way to describe it. It's like doing the pee-pee dance that little kids do. You're gonna bend your right knee and cross it over your left, right? Feel your right hip kick out. Bend your left knee and cross it over the right and feel your left hip kick out. And then if you move that rapidly, it's like a wiggly walk the dog. AKA the down dog pee dance. But it really gets into your outer hips. It's gonna give you a little energizing twist through your lower core. So we're gonna go for just 2 more breaths, wiggling around. One more big inhale and exhale. Spread your fingers wide, dial your index fingers out a smidge. All right, let's slow down that wiggle. Come to regular dog and in your time, roll forward. Plank it up, please. Different twist this time, yogis. You're welcome to be on knees all the time. From here, we take left knee towards right elbow, staying in plank. Tap your toes back down. Right knee towards left elbow. Tap toes back down. Ooh, hard. All right, let's breathe in. Exhale, twist. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Breathe in. We're going to go for 4 more. Stay a little bit longer in that twist. Really squeezing tension out of your core. Working on the obliques. Last one, yogis, hang in. Beautiful job. Release your body. Shift forward. Open your heart. Release through chaturanga. Stretch all the way out and overhead. Lengthen everything. Push away through your toes. Wiggle your fingertips forward. Lift your toes, knees, and thighs, please. Try to push the webbing wide in your toes. And we're going to twist here. So crisscross, I guess this would be twisting. Crisscross your ankles, one on top, one on the bottom. Think of scissoring to the left and the right. Yes, good. I love that squeeze. So I can see Bonnie squeezing because I can see the inner thigh squeeze and then push out, squeeze the outer thigh. Squeeze in, Squeeze out. Just hover your pinky fingers, thumbs face the sky. Keep squeezing, feeling the emphasis come into the back muscles. 4, toes are still wide. 3 breaths. Just pulling past the edge of comfort here. 1 more big breath in and out. Can you get another squeeze in? Toes fall, thank goodness. Relax your shoulders, toes poke skywards, and just let your feet windshield light. If your legs are bopping into each other, you can widen your knees, clear the energy in the low back. All right, when you're ready, push your toes back again. Child's pose. Little tiny prayer twist here. Extended child's pose. Right arm reaches under the left. Right away, we're gonna bend that right elbow and give ourselves a much deserved high five. Pressing palms together, keeping head low or pushing so much in our prayer twist that our sternum rises to thumb level. Got it. Yes, good work. Moving that elbow right under our wrists. Ooh, where do you feel it the most? I can't decide whether it's under right shoulder blade or low back, but whatever and all of the places you're feeling it, breathe right there. Give it a little loving, luxurious breath booster. Eye gaze back down if you twist it up with the eyes. Release into thread the needle. Let's unthread and right away move on around. Left arm under. Reach, reach, bend elbow. Give yourself another high five. Yes, beautiful job stacking elbows. We're gonna push so strong through this prayer, or our high five, whatever you like to think of it as, that the eye gaze moves upward. Sternum at thumb height. Breathing and believing in the abilities of our twist to detoxify, to energize, to release. Eyes back down, re-reach. So good. Tuck your toes. Give a little crouch, a little bouncing crouch if you like that. And then lift your hips to the sky. Left leg rises on your next and breath, big beautiful breath in. Heel to butt, opening your knee, fan your hip open. Decide if you want to twist a little bigger with your eye gaze under left armpit. Any movements you always want to take, please do. So you can move your ankle, your knee, or your hip here. Looking back forward when you're ready. Eyes find thumbs, legs straightens. Step in between your thumbs. Help yourself if you got stuck under your hips, and straighten left leg when you're ready. A soft pyramid though, my friends. Really soft in this knee. Give a little movement or two to ease in. And we are twisting, big surprise. Right finger stay down, left arm rises. Feeling that tug through the left outer leg. Big IT band and hamstring stretch. A little jazzy fingers up there to release. A bit of fun smiling happening in our facial features. Left fingers down. Give yourself a big inner thigh squeeze so that as you twist right arm open, we don't tumble backwards. It can always just land on your hip, taking eye gaze first and then moving the arm open if and when you're ready. I love this, kind of teetering on the edge here. Right arm falls when you're ready, rebend your left knee. Shift a bit forward and back to spring your body to forward fold. Hang heavy. Let's swirl around the corners, either nose, elbows, or fingertips to alternating heels. Rolling just an inch or two each time you circle to find our way to standing with this great twisting massage. Some good stuff. All right, let's twist our body in 3 different ways. We're gonna find eagle, 2 twists, and then a twisted eagle. Arms rise, reach forward. I love this one. Right arm comes under the left. You decide if you're gonna hold that handle of shoulder blades or single or double wrap. Press away from your nose. Lift your right knee. Point your toes. And see where you're crossing today. Kickstand, single, double wrap. Once you have arrived in your eagle, let's soar it to the right, which, by the way, I did see an amazing eagle on Commissioner's Pike yesterday. I was so close to it. I think it was trying to catch something, and I was going to get out and take a picture because it was so beautiful, but then it flew away. Right arm twists around the corner. Keep on squeezing. Sometimes the eagle is a bit wobbly. Maybe there's heavy winds. Eagle's having a difficult time today. One more big breath. Come back to regular eagle. Untangle your eagle, send it into star pose. Let's find two long lines of energy. Right fingers to left toes, left fingers to right toes. Right arm around your low back. Left arm in front of your belly. Right heel towards your butt. Flower pose. One more big breath in. Grab on, good save. Grab onto your right shin. Uh-oh. Extend your left arm out to the side. A different variation of flower pose. Now I dare you. I'm going safe with my eyes. They're on the floor, but I dare you to move them forward or to the sky. Oh, that's right. I'm going to wink at Bonnie and really throw her off. Re-extend star. Fingers down, feet down. Woo! Shake it out. I love that feeling. A little heat for the right side. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. All right, let's do it all over again. Reach forward. Left arm under. Eagle wrap. Back of hands. I always think that opens my chest a bit more. Or excuse me, my back. What do you think? Pushing back the hands is so good, right? Because sometimes if you hold, you get a little lazy, but if you push, also good. All right, so left leg rises. Point your toes. Give it a little cross. Kickstand, single wrap, or double. Sink into your hips as your elbows lift away from the floor. Twist to the left side. So we can simply twist, or we can load our twist. I like to go really low. Since we're all twisted up here, our breath is kind of going through a maze, so slow it down. Be patient with your breath. Oh my gosh, I love eagle, but the best feeling ever is when you release it. So let's rise and untangle yourself. Feel that star. Just celebrate your amazing bodies here. Get those two lines of energy flowing. Wrap right arm around belly. Left arm around low back. I'm gonna push that left arm in. Feel your shoulder there. Left heel to butt, flower pose. Keep leaning to the right, utilizing your outer hip stability and strength. Grab your left shin. Okay, you've locked in your flower pose. You can spread your right pedal if you want. Move your eyes, I challenge you, someplace new. Awesome. It's not too bad, right? Love the wiggles happening in our ankles. Feel your toes, very present in your body and its movements. Re-extend star pose, big breath in. Super job. Come on back, give it a shimmy. Ooh, relax. Ah, feels great. All right, let's move on again. Some strength. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Supported warrior 3 yogi. So we're going to take our right leg all the way back. We're going to twist it up just a bit by bending right heel towards our butt and then reaching left hand back for the inner arch. Now listen, if you get a little pinch, like a Charlie horse in your hamstring, extend, swing it around for a bit. That happens to me a lot when I try this. Big hamstring stretch. All right, we're gonna go with a little kick. Thinking about a dancer's pose type kick. So if you can grab in our right foot, you're gonna kick into it. Opening your chest, think up dog in your chest. Take a big, big breath in. And re-extend right leg. Fingertips come back down, supported warrior 3. Squeeze your inner thighs together, square your hips, check by looking at your right big toe, or excuse me, your toes, and flex your foot. Are all 5 toes squared to the floor? You're good. If they are, you're good. Come on up into real warrior 3 without the support if you can today. I like to tap my thumbs to my sternum to encourage chest to rise. And it's a little baby bend in your left knee. For Shiva squat. Coming with the right knee behind the left. Have a seat in twisted seat. Oh, that was awesome. Yes, set it on down. Love that feeling. Good job in the glutes. So strong. Oh, yeah. Gather up your left leg. Give it a squeeze. I'm sure you know where we're going. Exactly where your bodies probably want to go. Left hand behind. Right arm over, beautiful breathy twist. Oh, it's a miracle that we woke up today. It's a miracle that we can move our bodies in these beautiful ways. Breathe out the tension. Inhale. One more breath here. Breathing in some confidence. Exhaling any doubts. Keep your legs, but swivel around to an open twist, doing like a chest push-up here. So we take our hands wide, our left cheek rises, and then we come down like a little push-up. It should feel great in your belly to twist the opposite leg out. Spend as much time as you enjoy. Yeah, such a good one. But when you're ready, we're going to challenge ourselves to come up with a no hands. Same way we just did. No big deal, right? But we're going to come back to warrior three. All right, so when we get back up, we're going to come back to warrior three. Oh, that's so fun and wiggly. Moving your arms to a new spot, maybe airplane arms. Maybe back to where you started. Flex your right toes, keeping everything square. Beautiful job, guys. Fingertips down, supported warrior three. Footballs, hang heavy. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're breathing. Whatever you're doing, release. Get ready for round two. All right, we're going supported warrior three here. Left leg extends back. Square your hips the best you can. Squeeze your inner thighs, turn your belly on. Take a peek at your left toes, and as you flex your foot, all five are squared towards your floor. Heel bends towards your butt. Right hand reaches back. Can you grab your inner left arch? And if you can, we find that up dog in our chest by whoosh, kicking into our left leg. Lots of breath flooding our belly. Really open your ribs. Squeeze your back body to open the front. Release back to supported warrior three. Finding our hips squaring. Using our hands, hovering them, or maybe we tap thumbs to heart center in a little prayer, reminding us to stay lifted. Big breath in. We'll have an option to really intensify this warrior three in a sec. Shiva squat. Left knee comes behind the right. We sit down right into our seated twist, gathering up the right leg. Yes. All right, once you're down, give yourself a squeezy. And when you're ready, once you feel like you've warmed up a little bit, let's take the left arm over, right hand down. I like to use the floor to help us boost up. Letting your left arm be free, really long and loose. Huge, right? Especially early in the morning before your body's properly warmed up. This twist feels immense. Spend as much time as it feels good, at least another breath. Softening jaw, corners of eyes, exhaling, twisting just a bit more deeply. Around in the corner the other way when you're ready. I think like even if we spent 5 minutes there, it wouldn't be enough. It's too good. Little chest push-up. So you're feeling very wide and supported. Right cheek has risen. And we want to twist our navels now to the left as we come really low. Just taking another big inhalation here, and we'll unravel on the exhales. All right, come on back around the corner. No hands, look bomb, no hands. There we go. Back to warrior three, but this time with some sort of new and interesting arms, whether they're reaching back to the sides, prayer, or overhead. I know, the struggle is real in warrior three. Hang in. When you're ready, right back to supported warrior three, fingers down. Ooh, thank goodness for safety. Foot falls, we rise. Take a beautiful breath in, back to balances. Our low back's just worked a ton, so if you need to, stay, wiggle, you know, whatever you need to feel great. Rise when you're ready. Let's start with our left leg. Inhale, rise. As soon as I even think about it, I fall over. Tree pose. We're going to flex, turn it out to the side, and lift a few pulses here to try to use our quad strength and get us hooked really high today. Connect to right leg somewhere, anywhere. And as soon as we get ready, we are twisting. Arms fall wide. Let's swivel to the right side. Now listen, as we swivel to the right, the knee wants to join us. Let it stay open. Push your left kneecap away from your hip, twisting in 2 different directions. One more big breath in. Take a big lift back to the sky, inhale. Left hand falls, right arm reaches over to that left side. Just take a beautiful C curve in for side bodies and spine. Try to soften that left shoulder, less of a kickstand, more of just a letting go. Right arm back to the center, big breath in. Unhook, but keep that left leg lifted. Stand tall, flex your foot now, and really cross it over, ankle well over the right thigh. Sit back in a very invisible chair, reach your hands forward, and just hang for a second, yogis. Keep the right arm. Take your left palm, fingers facing to the left, into your inner knee. If you push down, you'll feel more sensation, but we want to go down and out, like you're lengthening your kneecap from your hip. Keep right arm super active here. Big breath in. Optionally twisting. Both arms open, twisting to the right side with our upper body again. Keep pushing left knee away. I like to lever personally, so I'll put a hand on foot and a hand on hip. Others of us may like to prayer twist. So if you can get a hold of your left foot, we make a little prayer with our left elbow. Wherever you are, keep twisting to the right with the upper half, breathing down deep into your lower half. Back to center, inhale. Stay. If you'd like to enjoy it longer or struggle through the challenge longer, go for it. When you're ready, don't worry, we got a second. Shake out. Holy moly. Grounded leg. I love to roll the toes. That feels so nice. Give yourself a little wiggle. Okay, before we move on, let's get our hips freer. Feet a little wide, and just take a stroll right to left with your hips. Yeah. And then if that feels nice, you can stay or you can circle. I love this one. Or really bend into your knees to circle. When you encounter that tightness that's inevitably there somewhere, work it out, hang out. Switch directions when you're ready. Ooh, we want to soften those edges when we find one. Awesome job. Our final set of balances. I blinked and 45 minutes went by. That was crazy fast. I literally feel like we've been here for 10 minutes. All right, yogis, let's lift. Inhale. Right knee rises, big breath in. Flex your foot and take it out to the right side. Now, if it's hard to open your hip in this way, you can always use your hand. We're just gonna take a few pulses so you could use your hand on the shin. Just thinking about lifting and using the power in our hips and quads to hook a tree. Man, I will never underestimate the power of a good pair of non-slippery pants. These are $20 on Amazon and the feet don't slip at all. You can hook a tree like a boss. Arms open very wide. Twist your navel on up to the left. Okay, two different directions here. Bottom half twisting to the right, pushing your right knee out. Stay strong. Another big breath in through the maze of your twist. So slow as you unravel. Eye gaze rises, fingers rise. Lift right knee again. Flex your foot again. Give it a little wiggle if it needs. And we're going to cross into that invisible chair, figure four. Sit way, way, way far back. All right, yogis, let's twist our bodies to the left. So whatever feels really good here. Oh my bad, I'm sorry. Come back to center, I lied. Let's put right hand on knee first. Fingers face away so that you're not just guiding your knee down, but you're pushing it out. Kneecap far from your right hip. Try to energize your left fingers overhead this whole time. Really soften your left shoulder no matter how far you're extending away. Now we twist. Both arms swivel to the left. So great. Or you can use, I like this one, right hand to bottom of left foot, left hand to your hip. Plus it feels super sassy. You're just like, whatever. Or if you're feeling spicier, you've got a little more left to give. Right elbow to the bottom of the right foot. Prayer twist in your chair. Hardest chair I ever sat in, this invisible yoga chair. Hang on, my friends. We're gonna get one more big breath in. Now, if you're working through some wobbles, stay longer. Come open when you're ready. Relift your right knee, and it is almost time to celebrate. Exhale, release. Oh, there's a little shark right there to keep fighting me. Relax, roll over your left toes. Give it as many jiggles or funky dance moves as you need. Okay, my friends, we made it to the floor. Take a big, beautiful breath in and a full exhalation out. From forward fold, we take a huge load off. As always, I'm going to challenge you to get to the floor with no hands. So let's find a yogi squat, any variation, whether you have closed toes, open knees, closed knees, wide feet. You know, there's a gazillion different ways. Doing what makes you feel like, we want to sigh. We're going to do our yogi squat. Moving around if it feels good. Taking a little twist here before we descend. No matter what squat you've chosen, let's send our left arm out. I'm going to try it in a closed squat. Left arm out, right arm open. Right arm down and out, left arm open. As we re-swivel back towards the center, we're going to slowly find our seat. When you do have a seat, scoot your buns open a little bit so that no flesh is pinched under your tail. Or you can use your hands and just gently guide it out of the way. But we're going to lean back today, and you can always, in your boat poses, have your hands down for guidance, or you can hug on your thighs. But for sure, we're going to try to rise our navel and chest towards the knees. A little twisting in mode today. So let's find breath first. Bring hands to prayer, or you can extend your prayer. I find this so hard. Sorry, I don't want you to look at my feet, Jackie, so I'll turn this way. Okay, so we're swiveling to the left side. Breathe in. Center, exhale. Right side, breathe in. Exhale. In you go. As long as you can breathe. I know it's tough. Exhale. So your breath with your movement, your speed will be different than mine. Use a big exhalation. Feel free to open your mouth and give me a good old dragon breath. I always find that helpful for my stamina. If I try to keep it quiet and it feels like I'm going to peter out. We're going to go for 4 more breaths. However many twists you can do. Hang on, yogis. One more. Hug your knees. Active recovery. Keep your feet lifted. Just really try to bend your elbows and pull your heart forward. So good. All right, one more round of, I call them twists. They're these that we did on the ground when we did them. We're going to try to do them both. So you choose whether you want legs straight, you can even do it holding on, or knees bent. All right, ready? When you are, yes, I'm going to go try. Squeeze in, squeeze out. Inner thigh, outer thigh. Squeeze. Stay focused on your breath. Eye gaze straight up to keep your heart following your gaze. Breathing 4 more times, no matter what you're doing. You can be holding both. I know this is hard. 3 more breaths. Don't you rush those breaths. Hang on. 2 more. Squeeze, squeeze. Last one. Hug your knees in. Active recovery. Roll back. Didn't we both just play at the same time? We were like, and then we went, roll back. The best kind of twist, my friend. Play that melt with your upper body. Knees near your chest. And just rock side to side to ease tension out of your low back, your core that works so hard. Maybe you're circling your knees. Whatever feels good. That was nice. Okay, we did the hard stuff. Now let's get into the goodies. Tap your toes down. Shift your hips to the right. And as you do, let your knees fall to the left. Option. This is great to stay. We can use our left hand to guide right knee towards left armpit, or my favorite is back into the eagle. So right leg crosses over the left. Try to scooch around so your shoulder girdle is really planted and grounded. And then take your eye gaze to the right. All right, now just check in with everything here. Can you turn your palms to face the sky and soften into your finger joints? Oh, I always leave the lights on in your eyeballs. I apologize. Hang out in your twist. We'll go for 1 or 2 more breaths in here, whatever feels really good in your bodies, knowing there's never a rush through yoga. When you are feeling like you're ready to leave, we'll breathe in to take our eye gaze back to the ceiling and out to use our obliques to rise. Now, If you took a tougher option, you may like to uncross your legs, just less taxing on the low back as we rise. But let's re-extend, yogis. Good morning stretch. Poke your toes far from your hips. Sometimes your hips feel a little pinchy after a big workout, so we can rub the front of our hip flexors, give them a little love, a little pat to loosen up. Arms overhead. We're going to go to the left side again, banana asana, crossing right ankle over left, and both feet walk over to the side. Same with the hands. Reach to the left. Keeping our backs down, but we might want to use our left hand to hold the right wrist and give it a little tug so we make this banana shape. Not much else in the whole wide world feels this good, so just enjoy the moment. Take a moment to fill yourself, bubble, swell up with pride and gratitude, even if it's just for the simple fact that you carve time out of what I know is a very busy schedule for yourself. Everything we do is better. I know, at least in my world, everybody is happier once we've done the yoga. Come on back into the center when you're ready. Uncross everything. Just stretch back out, lie in a good morning stretch. Lift your navel. And when you exhale, roll your knees back to your chest. Maybe you're massaging with it. Spread arms wide like wings. Tap your toes. Let your hips move right. No, I lied. Left as your knees fall right. So nice. Two options to intensify. Right hand drags the left knee up towards your right armpit. Oh, that feels good. Or you can eagle wrap your legs one more time. So left would cross over the right. And then you can spread your wings again. If you got a little crunchy in your spine, you might want to crawl your head away from your tail. Eye gaze soften to the left when you're ready. I always like to consider my shoulders here. So if your palms are facing the floor, do you notice how the head of your shoulders is kind of pointing down towards your ribs? If you open your palms, did they start to point up towards your ears? Nice way to open wider. Spread your collarbones and your heart space. Twists are super stimulating, very energizing. So if you're feeling a little like all over the place right now, really nice to straw breath, straw breathe. We inhale through both nostrils. Gently, gently pursing our lips and take a big exhale through that purse. I like to give a little extra puff at the end to really try to squeeze out all that stale, old air, especially in the morning. We've got that nighttime air. We just need to get it out, fill up with new, fresh prana. In your time, when you're ready to move out, inhale, eyes to sky. Exhale, maybe uncrossing legs, using left obliques to re-rise. When things feel square, hips under, shoulders, send your legs long. So you can get pinchy in that left hip, right? If you feel like you need a little rub or a little bang bang, soften things out, or a little fist, move in there. When it all feels good, we're gonna walk feet to the right. Left ankle may like to cross over right. Arms scooch over to the right, but everything stays flat from our hips to our shoulders. Banana asana, the funnest thing to say. Right hand grips, left wrist. I throw it in exclusively, well, of course it feels good, but I just love to say it. It's the only Sanskrit I'll use besides chaturanga. This is the place to be, my friends. So glad you could join me today. Take a really luxurious in-breath, scanning through the left side of your body from your pinky finger to your baby toe. Coming back to center just whenever you feel ready. Stretching everything out. Maybe we're lying in like a big spread eagle here, like an X, or we can cradle in towards our body, hand on heart, hand on belly. Lying in corpse pose. But of course, if you're feeling not quite so good, do anything that feels good. I'm going to give a little windshield wipe to my knees and then steeple my knees for my relaxation today. Anytime that our knees are in and our feet are wider, we're going to open up our back. neck. So that can be very nice, especially after twisting. And with your steeple knees, if you decide to join me, hand on heart, hand on belly can be really wonderful to remind us that we want to float into these spaces, breathing into them. Staying right where you are as we begin to unwind today. Let's move through a facial release. See if you can use your mind's eye and envision your beautiful, beautiful facial features. Where do you tend to hold tension? It doesn't have to be bad. Maybe you smile all the time and you have these great laugh lines. Or perhaps you do a fair share of squinting at the computer and you get a little bit of an 11 in between your brows. Like just wherever you see those lines, we're going to envision them softening. You can take a little mental eraser, swipe down and across all the areas. Erasing over your forehead, smooth and effortless, left behind. Right down between your brows. Go around the outside corners of each eye with your mental eraser. Under each eye, sweep across your cheekbone. Take it from the center, bridges of your noses, out towards your hairline. Sweep away. Right down the bridge of your nose. Might want to feel that little sweep over each nostril. From your cheekbone on down to your chin, 2 or 3 mental sweeps with your eraser, down, pulling away. And then go the opposite way. Start from the center of your face and pull it out towards your ears, over your cheeks. Just see that tension melting away, like your cheeks could just droop down towards the floor. Let's go from nostrils on down to top lip, just like you're shaving a mustache, like down, down, down. Sweep away any tension, those cute little fine lines around your lips. Over your lips, left to right and then right to left. Sweep over, let your lips part. And then let's trace our jaw back and forth a few times where we can tend to hold a lot of tension in this really big muscle. And on one of those swipes, see if you can drop ease into your bottom jaw, heavy from the top. Separate your teeth. One last set of eraser strokes from your jaw, down your neck, straight down like towards your collarbones. And then take from each collarbone down off the back of your shoulder, a big erasing swipe. So we've just removed all of this tension, left behind this amazing, flat, soft, relaxed surface. Checking back in with our breath, seeing if we can move into our diaphragm, big abdominal filling breaths, expanding our ribs in all directions. And if we can take anything with us today, let's take a little mental snapshot of our bodies in this space. The smoothness, the easiness, the gracefulness. And that doesn't mean we didn't work hard, but hopefully we were left behind with a really easy feeling after some of the struggles, the very real struggles we encountered with our balance today. Feels good to challenge ourselves though. Moving on a little softer after the practice. Take a big breath in, knowing that we can transport ourselves right back to that mental snapshot anytime we need it. Poor guy. I don't know if Jackie can hear him, but this little puppy upstairs is a sad guy today. He's just howling now. Like, where's my friends? So when we are ready, I really encourage you to stay longer. This hour is great because we can fit it into our schedule. It's just amazing. But It's never enough time, in my opinion. We just need endless amounts of yoga and meditation. So if you can stay, I would never make you leave. Stay as long as you can, or want or need. But when you're feeling ready, we're going to probably want to curl ourselves up into a little ball, because we definitely need to give ourselves a big hug of congratulations, a big hug feeling accomplished, I hope. And when you're ready, maybe you're rolling to your side and using your top hand to push up, or you're finding your seated or standing position wherever you weren't. So let's move into the next phase of rising and shining today. And we're taking that little mental snapshot, putting it right in our back pocket, part of our toolkit for de-stressing today. Relaxing back whenever we need it into that beautiful moment that we just enjoyed together. Bringing our hands towards our heart spaces when you're ready. I love to wiggle the base of my thumbs around and try to find my heartbeat. Soften your shoulders down. Maybe you need to uplift your heart space in towards your thumbs. And take a little chin tuck, a bow. A really simple gesture of gratitude to yourselves for your practice. My bow is to you. My light honors, is inspired by, is humbled by, and so greatly admires your divine lights. And I can't thank you enough for joining me for today's practice. Thank you for the opportunity of allowing me to lead you as always. And namaste.
Namaste.